Man, what's up? What's up? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. Here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like, hit that sub, comment, notifications, do all that good stuff, okay? Now, I'm going to talk about Daryl Morey for a second because he's trying to send smoke signals like everything is all good with the Ben Simmons situation, and it clearly is not. And a lot of people don't realize that this is the type of stuff that was going on actually in H Town uh, with when it comes to James Harden. Now the money situation, I'm not 100% clear on, but I know that there were lots of problems uh, as James Harden's career had progressed. Now the reason why I don't trust Daryl Morey is because he's had a chance to fulfill so many moves, you know. Um, he's an analytical type of individual. We all know that. But him trying to sit up there and send smoke screens like everything is good between or going in a positive direction between Ben Simmons and between. Oh, okay. What's up? What's up with it? What's up with it? T Price. Y'all go subscribe to T Price channel. Okay, you in Oregon. Oregon. Yeah, you hey look man, I'm gonna need to fly out there. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna need to fly out there, TP, because I'm gonna do what AI is doing. I'm gonna do what Gary Payton. See, see that goes to show you. Gary Payton, it didn't stop his ass from getting the job, and that motherfucker got a him and Sean Kemp got a marijuana dispensary. So that just goes to show you right there. Let me stop, man. Let me stop. Salute to TP. But anyway, Daryl Morey, man, is I don't like him. I don't like the job that he does. I don't know him personally, but I don't like the job that he does. I should say, you know what I'm saying? I don't really try to get too personal with an individual, but things are not in moving in a positive direction with Ben Simmons, especially when you talk about a thing like mental health. It's not an overnight thing, and this is a situation that you have right here that has mounted, and it's gonna take quite some time to fix. Um, Ben Simmons is his play is indicative of what's truly happening to him. And what I mean by that is that uh, with the mental health situation and stuff, yeah, I got to come out and be honest right now. It could have been happening for quite some time now. and we just didn't know it. Now, you know, I don't want to sit up here and judge Ben Simmons that much anymore for the simple fact we see what's happening with players like Delonte West. We see what's going on with his situation, and we see what's happening with that and how it can have a tremendous impact negatively on an individual. Now, a lot of people might feel that I have something personal, like a personal vendetta against Ben Simmons, but that's not really the case. Uh, I'm believe it or not, in this situation, I think that Daryl Morey should have been more Pat Riley-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like more kind of cutthroat. You see, Pat Riley is a straight alpha, and he's gonna tell you he's a straight shooter, and gonna tell you whether you like it or not that this is how this organization is ran, and if you don't like it, then you could go somewhere else. He's always been like that as a coach, and he's always been like that in the front office, and that's why players respect Pat Riley. You know, even when he was in New York, and he might have not brought any championships or anything like that. The thing that was remarkable about Pat Riley is that he was able to gain the respect of not only the players, but he was able to gain the respect of the organization and as well as the fans too. You know, Pat Riley, man, is someone who Daryl Morey should really like look at, like in terms of how he does things. There's very few guys that can do what those guys do, and I know they some of them wear different hats or whatnot. I'm not trying to put them all in the same category, but everybody's not gonna be a Jerry West. You know, everybody everybody's not gonna be a Pat Riley. Everybody's not gonna be uh, just a great in the front office. Hell, James Jones. Nobody's really looking at uh, executive of the year, James Jones, and the tremendous job that he's done. But see, everybody doesn't have that type of knack, and I think that I thought the organization was going to be moving forward. Now that I think about it, and I'm going to talk about titties over titles later, but in hindsight, at one point, I did want to have James Harden on the squad. It would have been nice, but at the same token, you would have dealt with some headache because after all, we are talking about a a superstar. Even though some of the stuff he's doing, like what's going on right now, which I'm gonna talk about in a little bit, I don't really particularly agree with, but people would have liked to have him. But see, I was on the fence about that a little bit because of what might have took place, and you see that that's happening now with Ben Simmons. Now with the Jimmy Butler situation, everybody knows everybody thinks that was Jimmy Butler's fault. That had nothing to do with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler did not want to play with Ben Simmons. And then on top of that, Brett Brown. I mean, he was a all right coach, but he wasn't good at managing. He wasn't good at managing egos. He wasn't good at managing egos and personalities and stuff. And see, I keep telling y'all think that Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons were like the best of friends and always getting along. It was never like that. It was never like that. It never like that. Now, did they come to blows and all this other stuff or anything? No, it didn't get to that point. Oh, man, these people don't drive, man. Pay attention to what you're doing. Um, did it get to that point? No, but they never, they didn't really see eye to eye with a lot of stuff. And you see that Joel Embiid now, he's moving on now. They are trying to show their support. Like Tobias Harris is trying to do his thing. I believe Tobias Harris more so than I believe Daryl Morey, because Tobias Harris is an actual professional, and he rarely says anything. What's up with it, Think Tank? ATL up in the building. You know, he's not somebody that's gonna seem to cause friction, and neither is Danny Green. They both reached out. I believe Danny Green and Tobias Harris more so than I would Daryl Morey. I put it to you that way. I put it to you that way. And with Joel Embiid don't really care about this situation. That's the thing that you have to understand. Joel Embiid just wants to play ball. He wants to prove himself. Joel wants to prove how bad of a big man he truly is, and he wants to win. Everybody thinks Joel is this lazy guy or something like that. No, Joel Embiid actually he does work hard. He plays around a lot. He plays around a lot, but he's piped down and gets focused. If you go back and you go look, Joel Embiid works out with numerous players. He's worked out with Mo Bamba, DeAndre Ayton, Giannis, African cats. You know what I'm saying? And see, if y'all haven't been around Africans or even played around Africans in any type of sport, I don't care what part of Africa you're talking about, their work ethic is on a whole nother stratosphere. So this this stuff about Joel Embiid, oh, he's this way, he's that way, he doesn't care about winning and all this other stuff. You you saw, plain and simple, this guy went on there less than 100% playing on a torn meniscus and still was able to, not make any excuses and still go out there. Now, did he play as well as he should have? No, but let's not sit here and act like Joel Embiid was so wrong for saying what he said, or Doc was so wrong in saying what he said. There's some things that I don't like about Doc, and there's some things that I don't like about Joel Embiid. But there's a whole hell of a lot more things that I don't like about Daryl Morey than either of the two. And the fact is that he's sending smoke screens to make you think that everything's moving in a positive direction when it's really not. This guy really, I had to go back to myself and think, and I actually had to really gather myself when I was talking about Ben Simmons And I started thinking about the players that we're seeing now that have had mental health issues and that are going through mental health issues. And when we're talking about a guy like Delonte West, you know, it's something that we got to really take serious. Or when we talk about a guy like Stephon Marbury, it's something that we have to take serious. So I'm not going to sit up here and say anymore that Ben Simmons is bullshitting. I'm not going to say that anymore. I think I was more so disappointed in Ben Simmons because I know how talented this guy truly is. Dumpster fire behind the scenes. Yeah, exactly. Think tank. That's a good point. Uh, he's causing more ruckus than actual value for us. I never wanted Daryl Morey. I never wanted Daryl Morey. I never wanted him. This is why this is what Daryl Morey's problem is. He's all about. He's just like Adam Silver. Yes, he does. He does the analytic thing, but a lot of people don't realize he's about what's trending and about the social media and things of that nature. Hold on for a second, guys. Okay, hold on. Y'all guys gotta realize, man, in every organization, it's gonna be turmoil. It's gonna be turmoil. But see, the Sixers have always, when you talk about the front office, what's up with it, JMJ? I see you in the building, man. Uh, the Sixers have always had their issues. They never wanted to surround AI with talent, fresh new talent, at least for consecutive years at a time. They would, they did it one year, and then after the 2001 finals, I'm not saying he had a completely whole new roster or nothing, but it was kind of like the team was starting to slowly get blown up and everything. And see, you say what you want about AI because that whole thing about practice and stuff like that. Now they put that narrative out there about him. AI did practice. AI did practice, but maybe it wasn't like how you think it was. Listen, in high school, oh man, that's all he was about. Because if you would have met AI's coach at Bethel, And if you would have met AI's coach or John Thompson, uh, those guys, man, right there, they didn't tolerate that type of shit. They didn't tolerate that type of shit. You said Pat. Well, they want, but you know what though, JMJ, they don't want. They don't want. It seemed like I'm not saying the Sixers organization is blackballing AI or anything, but that's what he came out and he said that he felt like he should be a part of the Sixers organization, and I agree with them. Maybe bring him on like Dirk and bring him on as a special advisor. Bring some people there that actually were successful and actually work that front office, because that's what a lot of teams did. But to get back to AI or Bubba Chuck, man, he did go to practice, man, and he did work on his game. But it wasn't like he wasn't gonna do. Everybody doesn't do what Kobe does. You have to realize Kobe was a different machine. He was a different animal. But the Philly fans love AI because of what he brought, his heart, and he never shortchanged anybody every time he stepped on that floor. But see, that's why I was disappointed in Ben Simmons, because okay, while he's giving an effort and doing tremendously good on defense and everything, we want to at least try to see you make an effort to try to get better on the offensive side of the ball. But that's just basketball. Now, you say that you have mental health issues. I'm gonna take that serious. Was I wrong for sitting up there saying that he's bullshitting and stuff like that? Yeah, I'll go ahead and admit it. And the only reason I'm coming out, well, part of the reason why I'm coming out here and talking about this situation is because y'all got to forgive me too, man. The change of the weather is happening. So if I got like the sniffles and coughing and shit like that, bear with me. And y'all can hop in too if you want to, man. Now, every organization has their fair share of problems. What's going on in house and all this stuff, right? And when you look at a guy like say for instance, I just talked about Jerry West. Jerry West, everywhere he goes, he's successful. Now, did he get a championship with the grit and grind? No, but he was successful in turning that organization around and moving it forward. And see, that's what we actually need. Because he went to Golden State, was successful, brought titles. With the Lakers, successful, bringing titles. With the Clippers, successful. They went to a Western Conference Finals. Oh Lord. Hold on. What's up, JMJ?
Yeah, what's good, Polo? What's good? Doing
How
all
you
right?
doing, man? Wake your ass up, man.
I am woke. I've been
No, you
woke.
ain't. You ain't woke, motherfucker. Wake your ass up, man. I'm gonna give you
I'm
military style
sleep.
wake up. Hey,
I'm
hey,
gonna
hey,
be
hey,
sleep.
hey, no, 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 no. Jay. JMJ, I'm gonna come up in there banging trash cans like on Full Metal Jacket and shit.
Damn, you gonna be like Arlie Emery, ain't you? You gonna be like Arlie Emery. I used to be I used to be in the
Hey,
military.
I'm gonna pour cold water on your motherfucking ass, nigga.
Yo, what's up? How you
Man,
doing
what's
there, bro?
up, JMJ, man? Carolina still no. I'm messing with you, brother. How you feeling, man?
Been doing good, man. Doing good. Ate me a good breakfast.
Oh yeah.
It's like a brunch. It's like a brunch. It's a pork chops and grits, so I'm good.
Shoot, brunch, shoot, man. That's breakfast, shoot. You know what they say? T-bone steak, eggs, and cheese. You know
No,
the
no,
Italian.
that was pork chops and grits, so I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be man. I see your reminder. I said, man, let me go see Polo right quick. But you know what though? The front office, Daryl Morey has been unsuccessful. He hasn't been unsuccessful, but he went to Western Conference Finals with the Houston Rockets. You know, but you have a problems with the 76ers, but who was the front line that won? Man, who was the front office that won the '83 championship though? That's why I was wondering. I was wondering that with the 76ers, man. That's the team that won the it got Moses Malone on. I think it was in
Yeah,
the I said, "What's going on here, man?" And then, a few about 17 years later, in 2001, Pat Croce. That's what I was talking about. Pat Croce. I must
yeah.
have
I know who
said,
you're talking about. And listen, I like Coach. He did a phenomenal job. He
yeah,
did a
man.
phenomenal job, man.
Yeah, man. I just look at the Sixers, man, and without Ben Simmons, they could be all right, but I was wrong. I apologize. I was wrong about Seth Curry. He is with the Sixers. He's still so. So I
Right.
apologize on that, homie. I apologize on that, but the
No,
Sixers,
no,
man.
no, no. It's all good. But let me say this though. When we in 1983, you know,
Uh-huh.
we we had pretty much a we we were beyond like kangaroo kid Cunningham era and
Uh-huh.
everything.
Yeah.
But see, what era we were in was in. They wanted Doc to get a championship, and see,
Hmm.
a lot of people, this, and that's why I got JMJ on right now talking to him. And shout out to Two Raw Two for TV. He touched on this yesterday too. You didn't really know Doc unless you watched his ass in the ABA. When he came in when the merger happened
Uh-huh.
in 76 77 or whatnot, then that you started to see Doc, but that wasn't the Doc in the ABA or whatever,
That's right.
and we ended up we had plenty of chances. We almost had them in the 80s, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But we ended up
Yeah.
we ended up losing to Boston, and
Yeah.
then we ended up
Losing to
losing in the
LA.
finals in 1982. But then we finally got it because
Yeah.
we had Moses was playing. We also had Tony, and we also had Maurice Cheeks, who's over there in Chicago right now doing phenomenal things. So
Yeah.
we had we had those, and then after that, we were trying to go up in the Barkley era in
Yeah.
the 83 in the 80 84 85 season, but you know Matt Gukas just was not. I mean, he was an all right coach, but he didn't do good in the playoffs.
Well,
He wasn't really good in the playoffs or whatever, and I felt like they could have did a lot more for Fort Charles, especially in that '88 season, because he ended up getting fired. Man, I think we started off like 19 and 22 or something like that. They got rid of him,
Mm.
and we for the first time, man, we uh we failed to make the playoffs, and
Well,
that's when hey, that's when we picked up who JMJ Hershey Hawkins.
yeah, yeah. Hersey
and and
Hawkins, I
that and
remember
that's when
them.
we thought we were going to go ahead and make significant changes. But I got to say this though right here, JMJ, Dion, man, I got to address this right here. You said you hope Simmons comes back soon. Again, Joel is out of shape and has to come out of his knee issues. First and foremost, Joel is hooping. I don't know what you're talking about. You have to go back and you have to go look at the game and understand that what's going on with us is we'll play good in the first 3.5 quarters, and then we'll lose the lead coming in because in the last couple of games that we played, you already you have seen that. You
Yeah,
you had
yeah.
you had automatically seen that. He'll come in, that will do phenomenal, and then next thing you know, we'll lose it altogether. That's collectively. It's not Joel Embiid. And then also you got to realize there's a learning curve too with Tyrese Maxey. He's young and he's being thrown in the wolves, but he has a lot more potential than Ben Simmons. So you can't bank on Ben Simmons and being like, oh, hope he comes back soon and all this other stuff. Don't bank on that. This guy is struggling with mental health issues.
Yeah, I understand that too. But
My bad,
you got
JMJ. I
what
had
you
to get
got.
that out. Go ahead, brother. Though, and
Yeah,
hey, listen, hey, JMJ, you served in the military, man. I want you to
yeah.
tell people that when it comes to, because I had like three guys that I knew that served, and I told JMJ, I don't know if you listened to me. I had a guy
Uh-huh.
that was really close to taking himself out when he came back from doing tours in Iraq and stuff like that because he was going through a tumultuous time. Talk to them about the importance of mental health and things like PTSD and stuff like that, man, because it ain't no joke, man.
The show way they say some people say it's some people say you just weak. They said some people say you just weak because of you went to war went to war out there. Put y'all motherfucking thugs out there in that war then. Put y'all asses in that war then, nigga. Put y'all asses in that war and see what happens. Is you gonna like that? Is you gonna like that? No, I want to go back home. Then the street, they rather do the streets than go to war, man. The streets they get used to the streets, but when it comes down to going to that battlefield, you know, you got to do your convoys and all that other stuff, man. Some
Right.
people in the streets say used to that. Some people in the streets say used to that. So they try to put loopholes and all that other stuff, man. You know. So other than that, man, talking about we mentally weak. I said, okay. I said, okay. I'll tell you one thing. You carry your high point in that war then. Since you want to be since you want to go, if you don't want to go in the military or whatever, don't go. If you want to go and
Right.
see how life is like overseas and all that other stuff, you know, or going to wars, know how to get
Hmm.
yourself together, you know. You can do good things, be heroes, purple hearts, and all that other stuff, man. So,
Well,
so
well, see, this is what took place with him, JMJ. Um, he came back, or he came back that second time. No, matter of fact, it was because he went third time. I don't know where he went that third time. It wasn't Iraq. He went somewhere else. But he came back, man, and he went through a situation with his wife, and his wife ended up leaving, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They had kids together, high school sweethearts, all that stuff. So he was down and depressed, man, and was man. I'm telling you, this guy wanted to, be his own demise. Kinfolk, JMJ. He wanted to be his
Uh-huh.
own demise, and uh, it took us to try to pick him up and try, galvanize him, to say, okay, hey, look, man, you could do this, you could work through this and stuff like that, because you know it got so bad to the point where we couldn't take him nowhere because he was automatically ready to get it in with, with,
Snap.
with, with people in terms of fighting and stuff like that because he was so angry. He was angry at life and stuff. But see, let me tell you what else had poured gasoline on the fire too, JMJ. The fact that uh, when he came back, he was expecting people to give him a job, and I agree with him. Like when you come back, hey, man, you're supposed to help our veterans out. But see, they didn't want to hire a lot of them because of the whole PTSD thing and all that stuff, and so it was like, man, like, why aren't these guys getting enough chance? So he was angry about that, not getting a fair opportunity and stuff like that. So that poured more gasoline on the fire. But he
Excuse me.
was able to bounce back, JMJ, like unbelievable, unbelievably, man. He ended up bouncing back. It took him a minute. He ended up doing, for a while, what was going on, JMJ, was the overseas contracting and stuff. Um,
Yeah.
in the middle,
Oh,
when you go overseas and you'll do like different assignments and stuff like that, and
yeah.
Cats was coming back making good bread, and he
Yeah.
started doing that, and he did that a couple of times. Man, he ended up uh bought his got him a house, then got his parents a house, built his parents a house, then he ended up starting two businesses. He ended up
Yeah.
starting two businesses.
Yeah. I'm gonna
And
tell
this
you
was a
another.
guy that was, hey, JMJ, this guy was about to take himself out. He didn't want to live no more.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you another person that I'm subscribed to. And I know you subscribe to him too, and his name is LB. He look like he doing all right. He used to be in the military too. So LB, y'all go subscribe to LB Sports and Political, Political and Sports. LB been through that situation too. So I know I ain't the most experienced, but he been more experienced out there. You know, that's what LB did. That's what LB he came back. No, he came back good. Some people they can't handle that. Some people can. You know, there are a
Yeah,
whole
you
lot of
seem like you
stories.
seem like you handling it pretty well. You know what I'm saying? I know you
Mhm.
do. A lot of guys I know, because you deal with dogs. A lot of guys
Yeah.
see dogs as like it's therapeutic.
Yeah, it's sort of like that, but they worse as hell though. But
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they my
But you
dogs
love your
though.
dogs, man. Don't even try it, man. Don't even try it, man. Cause I want to have my dogs, man, but my wifey ain't having that at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get one because my daughter wants one. My son, I think he gonna be an animal lover too, because he's not afraid. He's not afraid of anything. You know what I'm saying? When any creatures, anything else moving, I'm thinking he gonna be afraid of bugs or something like that. He up in there trying to stomp that motherfucker, like get a spider and shit like that. I'm like, okay, yeah, you like creatures.
Yes,
You know what
sir.
I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But like, man, it's a real thing, man, and a lot of people don't understand that, man. Like, okay, like Delonte West with that Delonte West situation.
Yeah,
Him, getting on the ground and him saying that stuff that he said, like he was
yeah,
better than, LeBron and Michael Jordan and everything like that. I mean, and then saying some other stuff, it's a real thing, man. And and everybody been knowing about Delonte West for a while, man.
Hmm. Yeah. I see. I ain't seen, but I've been seeing him at St. Joseph's teaming with Jameer Nelson. So you know,
Yeah,
yeah. But other than
St.
that,
Joe's.
yep. Yeah. So hopefully Delonte West can get it together back again, man. So he could at least live a normal life, man. I know he got all these help out here, but I guess he don't want no help, you know. But
Right, right. Well, Cuban, Mark Cuban was actually
yeah,
trying to reach
yeah,
out
I
to
know about
him
that.
and yeah, and give him an opportunity and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And listen, one time I was on the stream and I said, man, Delonte West, man, he got a man. Once I threw that out there, man, I got ridiculed like as if I said Delonte West was gonna be a goddamn all star or something in the league. I was just saying it would be good for him to get an opportunity so that maybe Cuban could try to pull some strings for him to get his life back on track. I'm not saying that he was gonna get back into the NBA and be no damn all star, nothing like that. But you don't know like how being close to the game can make you feel. Like JMJ, something that you love, you like, let's say you like baseball, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's say you
Yeah.
really have a passion for baseball. You be like, oh, you know what, man? I gotta see the World Series. Da, 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 da. Let me turn that on, man. Atlanta versus H
Mhm.
Town or whatever. You know, it,
Yeah.
it's therapeutic, and a lot of people don't understand that some of those guys they need to be close to the game. They need to be close to a football. They need to be close to a basketball. They need to be close to a baseball. They need to be close to hockey, boxing, whatever the case is in order
Yeah.
to make them feel good.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Baseball, man. Man, I've been watching baseball since damn, I don't know, remember that.
You know what I'm about to ask you. Who you got, man, out of them Stros and out of them Braves, man?
Man, I want the Braves to win. I'm sick of the Sig Stros. I'm sick of the Signal Stros, man. They messed that up, man. But you messing it up for
Yeah,
Dusty.
you. Hey, I know you like you. You know they cheated too, huh?
Yeah, the Sig Stros, man. I want them to lose, man, cause But the worst part about that, and I seen I ain't see the, I see a little bit. I saw a little bit of the game, but
Uh-huh.
they pitcher Charlie Morton um is out for the series with a fractured right leg. And I was like, God damn, man. He was their pitcher too. I think they was their
Yeah,
main pitcher, and I was like, whoa. I said he
but
got a
he continued playing though.
yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
continued playing on it. That's
The
what was
Atlanta
crazy.
Braves. Yeah, the Atlanta Braves, man, they had some devastating
And then they
injuries,
got
but they
Solar.
still
That boy Solar,
yeah.
man. They,
Yeah, man, and I like that Ozzy Albrios and Rosario, man. I like them. I like that team. What they got with the Braves, man. With
Mhm.
Snitsker, what's his name? Snitsker is their manager. So I just
Yeah.
want to see them, man, succeed after all them devastating injuries they had, man.
Mhm.
So I just want the Braves to
I remember back. Hey, you remember back in the days, JMJ when they had Greg Maddox and David Justice
yeah,
and all them.
John Smokes, Tom
Yeah,
Glavine,
John
and
Smoltz.
that was
Yeah.
the three. Tom Glavine and them, man, Terry Pendleton and all them, man. So I just want to see the Braves, man, go kill this thing, man. So so we will have to talk about the Astros winning another championship. The Astros was alright until I heard some people say that was cheating,
Right.
and I
Right.
was really pissed off with that. It's good to have Altuve, Carrera, and this other dude named Alvarez, and you have Dusty Baker as your coach, man. But they had adjusted that. They had adjusted that. taking all the managers, all that stuff, get fined a few $1 million, and they still what's it called, and they still went back to the World Series. So you got to watch them too. You got to watch them Astros too, though. So
Hmm.
I want the Braves to
I
win,
think the
man.
Braves are gonna win it though. I got the Braves winning it. I got the Braves winning it. I thought the Dodgers had a chance, but they were gonna get back into the mix. I kind of wanted the Dodgers to get back to you know to prominence or whatever. You know what I'm saying, and then go ahead and get that pennant, but it didn't happen like that, man.
Yeah, because man, win another one for Albert Pujols too. That's what I wanted to
Yeah,
see too.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's yeah, but I shoot, man, that boy Solar, man. I've been paying attention, man. And a lot of people don't think I mess with baseball. Larry Bird said Fred McGriff.
Is it Fred McGriff? I remember him, the crime dog. They used to call him the crime dog. Fred McGriff. That was a brother right there too, though. You know, when
Yeah,
he hit the
JMJ. Hey, JMJ, man, he need to start a baseball channel because he got that intellect. Yeah, yeah. Think tank. Look, we start talking about ATL. Look at think tank. ATL shouted. Yeah, yeah. Hey,
yeah.
yeah. Atlanta. Hey. The Braves bring one back. Think tank. Then hey, next is gonna be your Falcons because they can't
Oh,
have a meltdown like they did
yeah, yeah.
against
Against the
Brady and
Patriots. The Patriots. Yeah, we already know that.
Nah, hey, but you know what?
That
Think
was
tank and
BS.
JMJ. I really feel like ATL finna do it, man. And listen, ATL has always been a hot market, but they finna be even hotter. You know why, JMJ? Because look, the Atlanta Hawks. Guess what Nate McMillan said? He said, "Look, I'm trying to make this place one of the most difficult places to play when you step in foot into that arena." And he could do it, man. ATL, they balling. Then you got the Braves. Falcons, man, they got to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? They not doing that good, but
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you another thing that was at the State Forum Arena, and I salute the ESPN for this, and Bob Arrow, even though he's a jackass, they brought Jamil Heron. They used to be in the military, in the Marines, versus Shakur Stevenson. That's what the State Farm Arena can be. What it's all about, man. The Brum boxing. I said, shout out to Town Biz going there, Blue Blood and all them, Blue Blood Sports TV, and them, and then the rest of the fellas that went down there to the ATL to go see Shakur Stevenson versus Jameer Herring. You had Muhammad Ali's grandson, and I was
yeah,
wondering,
and Holyfield,
yeah, yeah, man, Muhammad Ali's grandson box. He beat somebody the third round TKO, and I was thinking like, why won't Layla Ali won't there? Why won't Layla Ali won't there? At least one of his siblings, probably at least one of his siblings, about what's it called? Nico Ali
right?
Walsh, you know what I'm saying? But the Zaya dude, he whooped High Part, and what's it called? The main event, you know. So
Mhm. Well, the thing about it, the thing that we have to understand too, man, is you know, that right there, man, you can't expect everybody to be like in your corner or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people get down and they get, bent out of shape when somebody, don't come around or be disloyal and all that stuff. Me, JMJ, man, I'm like, that's why I made a polo motivation. You know what I'm saying? The other day about
yeah,
lack of loyalty. You know, you have to understand that people are not going to be loyal to you. You have to understand that people are not going to be in your corner. you have to understand that people are not going to be there for you when things are tough, or if they see 1,000 people, with you, then they want to hop on the train. But when nobody's there, then they be like, oh, he ain't got nothing going or whatever. You have to be like, well, I expected you not to be loyal. I expected you not to be there. I expected you not to be in that corner, so that way you'll feel even better. That's why Kobe Bryant, man, was so great at what he did, is because, hey, with or without you, I'm still going to be successful. But a lot of people, they don't have that fierceness, competitiveness, that ferociousness. You know what I'm saying? It's just like with Westbrook, right? They,
Yeah,
see, people hop on the train, JMJ.
that's
They're
right. That's
scared to
right.
be leaders. They're
That's
like, oh,
that's
well, Westbrook is trash just because one guy says it or whatever. They don't have their own mind. You know what I'm saying? To say, well, no, I don't feel the same way that you do. They want to hop on the train. Oh, but then when he playing good and stuff like that, then you wanna you wanna praise that man because this person said it or that person said it or whatever. Me, I don't move like that. I'm more of a leader. I'm just using Westbrook as an example. They do that to a lot of people or whatever, and some people don't
yeah,
have their own mind. That's what I'm saying. And see that guy Ali, it's already in his blood. So he could give a fuck less who's in his corner or not. He's coming there and he's young and he's ripe and he's got a lot of vigor and stuff like that, just like Shakur is. I mean, 19 years old. I mean, come
yeah,
on, you know how much time that is? Or I think I don't know how old he is. There was another guy named Xander. He was 19 too. He
yeah.
he he had a good fight. He from
Yeah,
Puerto Rico or whatever. But Shakur Stevenson, I told people, think tank. I told people, I said Shakur Stevenson and Jerron Ennis are going to be next up. Guess what people say? Oh, well, Shakur Stevenson, he doesn't do anything. He's not there. He just, man, please. He had that dude up in there, Herring JMJ, looking like he was goddamn 50 years old.
yeah. Man, that Shakur Stevenson,
That
man.
motherfucker was up in
Man,
there,
I
man,
seen him.
in the
I
ring
seen
with
him.
no gloves on.
Hey, man, I seen him when he first came in. He came in the top rank. And he was doing the body punches that they were getting knocked out, they knocked down and knocked out or something like that. Then he start, when you catch that body, you got to catch that body. Then you go to the head. When they down like that, you know what I'm saying. But you know, um, I'm proud of both Shakur Stevenson, Jamel Herring, for their fight. You know what I'm saying. But I know what's it called is the Marines too, though. I
Yeah,
thought he
yeah,
was.
yeah, 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 yeah. Shout out to him too for getting out there, but I think he should go ahead and retire.
Huh.
I
Yeah,
think,
he
yeah,
about 36, ain't he? And he about 36 years old, ain't he? Yeah, I heard
shit.
his.
Look, man, look every bit of 50. But anyway, man, look, let me stop there. What's up with it, Jelly Bean? I see you in the building. Hey, they got that hey Jelly Bean, man, they got that um special edition, man. Special edition coming out for the 2K or whatever. But anyways, man, look, man, Shakur Stevenson, he is next in line, and his next one's gonna be Valdez. That's who everybody wants him to fight. It's Valdez.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I want to see. Valdez. What kind of tea you had? What kind of tea you had? It must have been a Long Island iced tea. And they ain't want no brisk tea or no Nestle tea or some other tea you had.
Right.
You need to blame it on the tea. I said, well, what is you, Canelo now? You
Right,
blame the
right, yeah,
beat
yeah,
on
but nah,
what
man.
is
That
your
I
real
mean, they'll do anything
Canelo?
to put that stigma on Canelo, but Canelo is just he's just everybody wants to take that man's place, but it's not gonna happen. That's why when he gets in the ring with Plant, he's gonna show y'all boys. Everybody want Canelo to lose, and that's what I love about it. They want that man to lose. Oh, he cheated. Oh, he cheated. Oh, he cheated. Oh, he did this. Oh, he did that. Man, after a while, man, you got to come with a different excuse, JMJ. I'm talking about in terms of everybody saying, "Oh, he cheated. He did this. He did that." Okay, the man has not tested positive for anything. Matter of fact, it wasn't even a steroid. It was a performance enhancer or whatever, and it was something off of meat or whatever, and it start with an R. I forget the name of it or whatever. It
Yeah.
wasn't like because there he if he'd have got tested and tested positive numerous times, then we would be having a different argument. But the fact that this guy has been successful and he's on top of the game, they didn't start this cheating stuff until after he became the face of boxing. Oh, then yeah, but when he was quiet and nobody said anything, when he lost to Mayweather and all this other stuff, they didn't have nothing to say. All of a sudden, he winning. Now you want to start discrediting his success.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I
That's,
mean, hey, it is what it is. And look, and people get mad at me. Hey, uh, uh look, I trip out because people take it so oh, well, you believe differently than me. I'm gonna unsubscribe to you. Well, bye bye. I'll let you. I'm still going to eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and midnight snack on your motherfucking ass. You feel
yeah.
me?
Yeah.
I really don't care, man. I don't like JMJ, man. They expect you to think how other people think, but you got to give the man his just due. If LeBron win the motherfucking game, give him his just due. This just like okay, LeBron is hurt right now. You had a motherfucker coming up in there, bringing up all these stats and shit like that, in the comment section and stuff like that. Man, the man is hurt. Like, can we talk about the injury? You want to talk about, oh well, LeBron hasn't done this, or LeBron has done. We not talking about no motherfucking stats. We talk about the fact that this guy's ankle injury is lingering.
Yeah. Yeah. He had. I think he had that before though. I think he had that before though too, and a growing injury, man. But when Father Time comes in, you know, I'm not a LeBron fan, but them injuries can, you know, linger to you. You know what I'm saying? You can work out for the best of your abilities and all that other stuff, man. We gotta that certain right one, that certain right injury. You don't know what it's gonna be like. It's Achilles or something, like a knee or something like that, man. It's gonna linger. It's gonna linger some most of the time too. So we're gonna see how that goes in the National Basketball Association, the
Mm.
MLB, and hockey and all that other stuff, man. We gotta see how these injuries play out.
I
We
mean,
gotta see.
yeah, I mean, injuries is a part of the game, and see, like, Ticket touched on a very valid point too, on this right here. He said that like when your adrenaline is flowing and you let's say you get a real bad injury or stuff like that, you might continue to play and everything, sort of like the situation that's going on with the pitcher from ATL and everything.
Yeah,
But then afterwards, man, you feel that shit in the morning time. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you do your 2 mile runs. You used to do your 2 mile runs back in the day, JMJ. It's like,
yeah,
damn, like you run it every day, but then when you take a break, like let's say you have a 3 day weekend or something like that, or a holiday weekend or something like that, you like, damn, you sitting up there barbecuing. You like, damn, my damn knees and my ankles is fucking
yeah,
killing me. But when you got that adrenaline flowing and you got to go to PT, you got to jump up and you got to run and all that, right? It's like you ain't feeling anything right at that point in time.
uh huh, uh huh. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that, man. You can have that rush, get warm, get your feet warm, leg warm, and all your body warm playing the game. But when you cool off, excuse me, it gets stiff. It might stiffen up on you. You don't know what you got then. So other than that, man, hopefully, you know, some of these people can get through injuries and get themselves together, man.
Oh
But
man, yeah, man. I mean, if well, I know LeBron, man. He's gonna thing I can say about LeBron, man, is that he is playing. He's playing pretty good this season and stuff. But the thing about LeBron that has kept him his motor running for like 19 years in the league is the fact that he take care of his body, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's why you don't see him like breaking down. He just starting to have little knick-knack injuries in his
yeah,
19th season. That's nigga, that's amazing. You see guys that come in, like a Jamal Mashburn or like a Brandon Roy, or, like a Greg Oden and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't really pan out because of certain issues or whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But LeBron has really uh taken care of his body, and you gotta give him his just due. Some people don't even want to give him his just due, just to the fact that he played 19 years in the league. Hey, Kareem played a hell of a long time. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you gotta realize, man, that's a long time. 82 plus games.
yeah,
Well, yeah, 82 plus games for 19 seasons.
yeah,
Let that sink in, man. Can you run up and down the court 82 days a year,
yeah.
JMJ?
No, no,
Plus,
you better do it.
not even counting, off season workout, not even counting Olympics, not even counting pickup games. Like,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
see, they'll get on here, JMJ. They'll get on here. Oh man, well, such and such is garbage, and all this other stuff. Well, shit, can you
I
stand in
ain't
front of that motherfucker
gonna
and
say
guard him?
nobody. I ain't gonna say nobody is garbage. I'm just disappointed, but at least they played in the NBA. At least they had a job. At
Hell
least they
yeah,
at least they went to the military. At least they did this. You know. At least they did that. But I ain't gonna be like, man, these people are garbage. You know.
yeah. Yeah,
You
that
know.
that'd be like JMJ if I said, okay, JMJ, man, why you go to the military, man? I could do that. And then you'd be like, okay, JMJ, you do your own boot camp of what you remember what it was, and they could barely get through that motherfucker. They'd be like, you see, you can't, you talk about you could do it and it's easy. You could barely get through an obstacle course. You don't even know how to put a gun together. You don't even know how to, you could barely run 2 miles, nigga. You probably can't even run a quarter of a mile, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you on that, Polo. You got people that worked in the worked in the work field for about 20, 25 years, but they still,
Yeah.
you know.
They be working in a fucking factory their whole life, and then they get on here and they be like, oh yeah, man, well that ain't nothing. I could get out there and do that, nigga. They get out there and play pickup ball, and they sitting up there huffing and puffing. What's up with it, Jacob Jennings? I see you in the building, man.
Yeah, but other than that, man, let me let you go there, Polo. You've been cooking. I know but shout out to you, Polo. Y'all go subscribe to Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment, man. And
Well, I mean,
others,
they
man.
already, they already, they already on the motherfucking channel, man. So they here, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna
It's,
continue cooking, man. But I appreciate you, stopping through, JMJ, man. I'm still not done. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you could always,
okay.
stop through or
All right,
whatever.
man.
But
All
the
right, man.
grind don't stop over
Hey,
here.
hey, don't come to North Carolina and try to do the R.A. Emery thing now. Because I
Man, if I
already
come,
be up.
if I come to
Because I already
Carolina,
be
man,
up.
I'm coming to Bojangles. You feel me? I'm coming to
Yeah.
Bojangles. I told you and I told Myron. I told both of y'all. I said, look, man, I want some Bowberry biscuits, man. You know what I'm saying? I want some of them Bowberry biscuits, man. You feel me?
Yeah, I ate some tacos, man. They get cut. They get cut too spicy for me. So I go get the
uh,
mild. I go get the bow rounds. Get the
they,
bow rounds getting too hot too. The bow
hey, hey,
rounds get too hot.
hey,
Yeah,
JMJ. I meant to ask you, they still got dirty rice over there, huh?
yeah, they better have. They better have. I don't eat. Hey, they in a while though. Hey, they in a while though. So every time I go there, I go get breakfast. maybe a sausage sandwich, a sausage biscuit, or what's it called? So, or
Yeah,
some bowl rounds and a tea and a nice iced tea. You know what I'm saying? So,
right. Ooh, that,
so
hey, JMJ, you make it sound good, man. I'm a, I was about to go step in and do a workout, man. I'm like, shit, man. Fuck, I might skip this. Go ahead and go straight to breakfast. He up in
nah,
it.
nah, man. You do your thing,
He up
man.
in here talking about what you say, pork chop, the eggs. Got some
Yeah,
grits.
yeah, but let me let you go, Polo, man. Y'all go subscribe to Cool G Rapping Polos.
Nah, man. Well, nah.
I
It can't be
remember
Cool G Rap. Nah. You got to be
it's
talking about Big
Polo.
Daddy
It's
Kane and
Polo.
KRS-One. Matter of fact, just
Yeah,
go ahead and say KRS-One. In my opinion, KRS-One, man, he did his thing, and I love Big Daddy Kane, but
yeah.
KRS-One, man, was killing, man.
Well, both of them were killer. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's a tie to
Yeah.
me. But we got to see hip hop at its
Real hip
finest.
hop, exactly, Jam J. That's what I'm talking about, man. Take it back to Cool G Rap. Take it back to Dougie Fresh. Take it back to Curtis Blow, man. Take it back to KRS-One, man. Take it back to Rakim, Eric B. You know what I'm saying? All them guys, man.
Yeah, man. But salute to Kane and what's it called? You know, they had a what's it called? They had a what's it called? Had to adjust. But salute to Kane and Chris Parker for doing their thing a little bit, man. You know. So salute to
Right.
you, Polo, and let me let
All
you
right,
go, man.
JMJ, man. Hey, JMJ, salute to you, man. Always a pleasure, man. Who rock, Kim Folk, man, and you have a blessed day, brother.
You too. You have a blessed one too, homie.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying to y'all, man. You know, we sit up here and criticize these players, and you criticize them on a personal level, but you can't actually go and do what they do. You can't perform like how they perform. You wouldn't be able to stand in front of a LeBron or of a Westbrook, knowing that what they've endured and what they done been through and what type of pain that they have to still get up and play with every single night for shoot a decade or longer. A decade of 5 years in itself is a long time to be doing a career like an NBA or even the NFL. A lot of people don't even last 5 years, but y'all criticize a man that's been playing for 19 seasons, and you do it on a personal level. You know what I'm saying? Like let's get let's talk about something aside from that. If you don't like him personal, okay, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Oh well, I don't like this man. But when the man does something positive, he's doing everything that he can to try to. You said people criticize QB, but never been hit by a linebacker or sacked by 300. Yeah, exactly, Larry Bird, exactly. Okay, it's I don't never say, okay, yeah, well, this guy's trash or garbage. I don't care how bad they might be. I don't think Joe Flacco is garbage. Now, is he a Hall of Famer or nothing like that? Not in my opinion, no. But Joe Flacco is a decent game manager, and he won championship with the Ravens. I mean, you can never take that away from him. We got to stop it. Like, and it goes back to what I was saying about Ben Simmons. Listen, I don't think Ben Simmons is trash. Not at all, not by any means. I think his work ethic is poor. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he could perform a lot better. But for me to sit up here and say that he's trash, man, shoot, I must have been smoking some good, good weed, because there ain't no way in hell that somebody, I'm gonna say, that 6'10" with the speed and athleticism that he has is trash. But it's just like when I was talking about Anthony Joshua. I don't think Anthony Joshua is trash, but I feel like him mentally, he needs to he needs to be more, I guess you could say, more aggressive in terms of trying to get those better fights and stuff, because that's what the people wanted to see. They felt like he was ducking Wilder for a while. But you were so hyped in terms of getting Andy Ruiz. You see? So I don't sit here, man, and I give a guy his just due. And I don't like to become a prisoner at a moment. Right. What's up with it, DLB? You said Polo, people trashing Westbrook first game. Last night he had a great game. No one said anything. Yeah, exactly. But you know, that's it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And it is one game. But see, collectively as a group, when it starts coming together and they start winning, Theo B, it's gonna be scary. It's gonna be scary because, listen, chemistry and continuity, uh, being able to tie in all the loose ends, so to speak, and tie everything tight in a knot and stuff like that, man. When you got a whole bunch of different parts and stuff, it takes a little bit of time. It's just like what I talked about in the post. I said Westbrook, uh, what his second game, he had 15 and 11, 15, 11 and 9, right? And he was a plus four. He was a plus four on the court. Kenneth Bazemore had 4 points and was a negative 17. Now look, I don't usually go with analytics and stuff like that. But the last time I checked, that that showed that you had no type of value and was horrendous in terms of your value on the floor. But they criticize him. They use him as a punching bag and a doormat. That's okay. Hey, look, these NBA players hear what you say about them. And he's gonna one thing that you can't deny is that he's gonna get in the gym and he's gonna work on his craft, just like he was doing in the off season. That's why I don't that stuff that they say, I don't really take it personal. People are gonna have their opinions of Westbrook. Even if he's successful, they're still gonna criticize him. Hell, people might not like you because you like a player like Westbrook. But they want you to think the way that they think. They might not like you because you like LeBron James. They might not like you because you like Michael Jordan. They might not like you because you like uh Ben Simmons, or they might not like you because you like Kareem, or they might not like you because you like Isaiah Thomas, or they might not like you because you like Kawhi. Like, you like who you like. And I'm gonna tell you like this: you could trash that player all he wants to. They trash Giannis. They trash Giannis. Now they want to give him his just due. No, Giannis been having this work ethic. Giannis been having this mentality. Giannis been piping down and being focused. But when he was coming together, when he was getting everything together and stuff like that, they were still heavily criticizing. That's just the way that the game goes. When Yeah, Giannis. I said Giannis. Yeah, yeah, and you laughing, right? You laughing at a two-time MVP, right? You laughing at a Finals MVP, right? You laughing at a you laughing at a two-time Defensive Player of the Year award, right? You laughing at NBA champion, right? You laughing at a first team all defensive multiple times, right? You laughing at a top 75 player and ain't even played 10 years, right? Yeah, go ahead, laugh at him. Go ahead, continue to laugh. Continue to say that he has no jumper. Continue to say that he's out of control. Continue to say, go ahead and continue to criticize him. But he's successful. Who won last year? Who won last year, XP? Who won last year? They said he couldn't shoot free throws, right? They said he couldn't shoot free throws. Go look at what he shot from the line the last game. Yeah, and he was great the year before that. And he was great the year before that. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. That lets me know you don't pay attention. That lets me know you don't pay attention. That lets me know you don't pay attention. Last time I checked, he plays both ends of the floor. Does he complain like, oh, you like a player like James Harden that cry about fouls? Oh, how come I can't get to the line? I can't get to the line. Oh, you know why? Because of the rule changes. Now you can't have people catering to your motherfucking needs. But do James Harden got a ring? But you decorate that motherfucker as a superstar, right? Come on, you better stop the silly shit. Who would you take out of Giannis and James Harden, XP? And your answer is indicative of how you even pay attention to the game. Yeah, I know. You got out of James Harden and Giannis. Who are you taking? Since you got all this shit to say about Giannis. You do know he has a Finals MVP too, right? On his resume, he doesn't crack and fold under pressure. Okay, yeah, all right. So shouldn't you be saying that stuff about James Harden? He still got a lot to prove. James Harden got a whole hell of a lot to prove. Exactly. So why are we criticizing a man that led his team to the finals and sealed the deal? Okay, yes, I know Brooklyn was hurt. He was hurt too. Giannis was hurt too. He hyperextended his knee. I haven't seen anybody come back from any type of hyperextension. Not not that I've seen. But they criticize Giannis. They like, oh well, he got to do this, he got to do that. Hey, he hitting the jumper now, and it's only gonna get better. All of y'all did. Everybody does. Not just you. Everybody did. Everybody did. The people that say, and you know what, XP? The people that say that they didn't criticize him, They the ones that are witnessing him evolving as a player and progressing as a player. Oh, you do? Okay, all right. I didn't know that. Okay, that hey, I can hey okay that okay you like Giannis that much? All right, I understand where you're coming from. But you see what I'm saying though? They'll sit up here and they'll tell a guy that's already got more that's been more decorated. I hear from his country. Okay, XP. Nah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce so y'all. Salute to y'all. Salute to XP. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for pulling up. Theo B, Jacob Jennings, Jelly Bean, Think Tank, Larry Bird, JMJ 21, and T Price. Man, I go subscribe to that boy T Price. Uh, salute to y'all, man. I'll get at y'all later.